Chapter 19. Some things are hard to believe, even when they are utterly true. I'm not allowed to go to the school play because I am in disgrace. I am meant to mooch around at home and think about what I have done and try not to enjoy myself. Mom is feeling a bit sorry for me. Dad is feeling a bit sorry for himself because he had hoped to get out of work early and come and see me act, but now he has no excuse. One nice thing that has happened today is finally my Ruby Redford fly hair clip has arrived. I do really like it, and it was worth the $1.99 plus 6 spaghetti tokens, but it isn't enough to make me feel utterly better. But I slide it in my hair anyway. Then Mom knocks on my door and says, Kurt called. He was wondering if you could nip down to Eggplant because he needs his spare t-shirt. I'm surprised he has asked me to go, and it's strange because it's not his normal day for working at Eggplant. I am pleased that Mom is letting me go out. So I ask her if it would be all right to also get an herbal juice, nothing too tasty. I say, I think you have suffered enough. Get a popsicle. She gives me $1.50. I will probably get a strawberry one or maybe banana. I have gone off mango. I'm thinking about this as I walk down the street and I am looking down at the pavement. I'm thinking about all the chewing gum which is stuck to the paving slabs and how it will probably never come off, and that it's a shame that people don't just put it in the trash because it would look nicer if they did. And I am thinking about this and about all the ants who live in the cracks and what do they think of the chewing gum. And I'm thinking of everyone at school and how I'm thinking of everyone at school and how they will be just about to start the school play and how I was going to be in it, and also how I was going to be one of the starring people, and how now I will never ever most likely be spotted by one of those talent spotter people. And I will never become a child star like Skylar Summer, and how I will never be famous on TV. And I'm thinking about this so much that when I look up from looking at the sidewalk, I am actually at Eggplant. And what's strange is there are all these people standing around outside, and there are lots of lights and equipment-y things, and I can see Waldo Park. He is standing on the curb with my brother and Kira, so I wriggle through to where they are, and I say, hey, what's going on? And guess what Waldo Park says? It's Hollywood, baby. And although Waldo says it in this joking voice, guess what? He isn't joking. It really is the movie people right here in Sesame Park Road, and they are people from Hollywood. I say, what are they making a movie of? And Waldo Park is just about to say when I hear the voice behind me, this voice behind me, and then the voice says, hey kid, you a Ruby Redford fan? And I say, how do you know? The man taps my fly hair clip and says, looking good, kid. And I say, what do you know? Which is something Ruby Redford herself would say, because guess who I am talking to? Only Ruby's butler, Hitch. But it's not actually Hitch, of course. It's the actor of Hitch, George Conway. I say, wow, are you filming the Ruby Redford Hollywood movie here in Sesame Park Road? I live on this street almost, and my brother works in this shop, Eggplant, and I come here all the time nearly. Wow, I can't believe it. And you see, I can't stop talking, a bit like this one episode of Ruby Redford when Clancy Crew has accidentally drunk a truth potion and he can't stop babbling. And that's what I am doing, babbling. And then one of the Hollywood people comes up to Kurt and says, hey, is this your sister who you were telling us about? Just what we're looking for, a kid to walk into the shop. Do you feel happy acting? And I say, what? And then George Conway says, kid, do you want to be in the picture? And I can't even talk because I'm astonished and astoundingly amazed, and so I stand there not speaking. The one time I need to say something and I can't open my mouth. But then my brother Kurt says, yes, she wants to be in the picture. And I look at Kurt and he winks at me, and the Hollywood people say, super. And then I have my makeup done in the trailer, and I don't have to wear a costume or anything because I am meant to look like a real person because that's my part. Then who comes in but Skylar Summer, and the makeup lady instantly starts brushing her hair like mad, and no wonder she has such neat hair because who wouldn't if someone brushed it nonstop. And then Skylar Summer says, oh my gosh, I've lost my Ruby fly hair clip. And they start looking all over for it, and I say, I've got one you can have. And Skylar Summer says, hey, like thanks, a whole lot. And I say, no problemo, because I really don't mind, because even though I didn't get to wear my fly hair clip in the school play, it means the actual Ruby Redford actress will wear my fly clip in the actual Hollywood movie. And of course it does mean I will have to start eating spaghetti again. When I go outside, the Hollywood people tell me what I have to do. And one of the Hollywood people says, scene 6, take 1, action. And I have to walk into the shop and pretend to buy a popsicle and then walk out. And then the Hitch actor reaches out and grabs my popsicle. and skids it along the pavement, and then the actor playing the evil villain Hogtrotter has to slip on the popsicle, and then Skylar Summer, who is being Ruby Redford herself, jumps out of the car and sits on him so he can't escape. And then she goes, "Looks like you really slipped up this time, Hogtrotter, my old fiend." And then she turns to me and says, "Thanks a lot, kid," and taps the fly hair clip. And then the Hollywood person goes, "Cut." And you see, all I had to do is look surprised, which is reacting, of course, and I know how to do that because Zarina taught us this in drama workshop. So although this is a really difficult thing to do, it's easy for me because I've had the training. It is all utterly exciting, and I do it in one take, and as they say in the movie business. And when I have finished, George Conway gives me a squeeze on the cheek and says, "You did good, kid," which is, of course, exactly the kind of thing Hitch would say. And as I know you might not believe me, but it's all absolutely true. Some days strange things happen, and you may think you are just going off to buy a popsicle, but then you are surprised to find you are actually talking to Ruby Redford herself. You see, some things are hard to explain. Some things that go wrong also go right, and sometimes your bad luck just has to turn good.